Welcome to Inside Bodybuilding, presented by Projectbodybuilding.com. Get to know bodybuilding's top stars like never before. Uncut, unedited, and unfiltered for 3 solid hours. This is Project Bodybuilding at its finest. Inside Bodybuilding starts now.
And welcome everybody to a brand new season of Inside Bodybuilding presented by Projectbodybuilding.com. This is episode number 13, and we have a huge guest, very popular guest to start the season off. We're excited to have him here. I'm talking about Director of Business Development at Tiger Fitness, owner, CEO of MTS Nutrition, Marc Lobliner. Welcome to the show, Marc.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's an honor to be here, and what a great way to start the new year.
Absolutely. Now you're in the car right now, and so I don't want you to run off the road with some of the questions we're gonna. Are you about to go make a $1 million deal? Like, what are you doing?
I'm hands free. No, our warehouse is in Mason, Ohio. Is in actually Loveland, Ohio. We just bought a new warehouse, and I live in Chicago. So every other week, I actually live in my office. Have a bed in there and everything.
Dedication.
Yeah, I'm quite gangster like that.
Is that where you film most of your videos? Are you in your office, or do you do that at home?
That's my home office, but I just got my new office. It's got like pictures and stuff on it. It's going to look really cool. I'm going to do some videos from there this week. But generally, YouTube and social media takes up maybe 20, 30 minutes of my day. The rest of the stuff I do is really uninteresting and not really that fun. So everybody who emails me like, oh, I want to do what you're doing, I'm like, you have no idea what I do on a daily basis. I do stuff that most people think is boring and nerdy. So, it is what it is. But running a business doesn't mean you're just streaming at a camera in your underwear all day. There's a lot more to it.
Well, we'll go into that. Like, give us your day. What time are you up in the morning, and what time does this whole shindig start?
Honestly, my day would I mean this for people who travel with me, would actually kill or maim most people. There's very few people who can keep up my schedule. When I travel, it's even more crazy. When I'm in Ohio, let's say tomorrow. Here's what tomorrow is going to be. I'm going to get in probably around midnight tonight into the warehouse. I'm going to get about 2 hours of email done. I'll probably go to bed around 2. You should get up around 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock, do my cardio. After that, I come back to the warehouse. We have a kitchen there, so I'll cook breakfast for myself, my business partner, and work all day. At 6:30, I'll head up to Power Station in Franklin, Ohio, so I'll be there around 7. If anyone wants to join me, but I'm sure this is after the fact. But if I'm in town, that's usually when I go. And so then after that, I go get something to eat, come back to the warehouse, and usually we'll stay in there till 1 or 2 a.m. brainstorming. So generally, I get around 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night when I travel, and I'm constantly on the go. So my days are filled with just everything you think of, from management to numbers to buying to manufacturing to flavoring. You name it, I do it.
Were you always kind of guy who functioned on little sleep, or is that something you had to train yourself as you became more successful?
Honestly, it's getting harder. Like when I'm home, like I have yet to, like the other day, my daughter had a soccer game at 7:45. So I had my alarm set for 5. I was going to get up, get everything ready. At 6:15, I literally almost ran out of the house in my pajamas. So I mean, I'm not 20 anymore, man. It's a lot harder than it was. So rather than get conditioned, I think my body's just dying on me.
Is that why you're so ripped?
Honestly,
is that why you're so lean?
I think, I honestly think the reason I'm so hard is because it's rigor mortis.
Well, so I'm really curious. Like, I mean, I know you've been in the industry for almost, what are you, 35 years old? You've been in the industry almost a decade. Just tell everybody how you broke in, because
I've been in the industry actually since I was 19. I got my job at Weider at 19 years old. So I've been in the industry damn over 15. What is that? Over 15 years.
How does that
I've
happen?
been training for over 20. Well, honestly, I graduated college early, and I was able to, I was actually training at a group of Valley Total Fitnesses in California, Simi Valley, Chatsworth, that area. And the VP of Weider happened to train at my gym. He knew one of my clients, because I was kind of handling the training program, overseeing it, but I also was training people. And she said, you need to scoop this kid up because he's going to do great things. And I went in, I interviewed, and somehow I I got an entry-level job, and I freaking, I'm not cursing, I'm being really good. I freaking crushed it. So I was able to move up really quick in the ranks, and when American Media, who was the acquirer, bought Leader, they actually gave me an enormous promotion, enormous raise, and from then I was able to parlay out, found Instone with Sylvester Stallone, and from there started Scivation, and here I am today.
Well, I guess the interview's over.
You didn't have to do any. You didn't have to be a house guest at Ed Connor's or anything like that.
Just a little bit of gain for pay, but that was more for recreation.
Yeah, pure enjoyment. Yeah,
yeah. It was like getting paid to do what you love.
So you built pretty much Scivation from the ground up. What was your role with them, and how did you? I mean, what did you do back then that really put them at the top of the market?
I was the founder and CEO, and I'm the one who got in a car and drove across the country telling people about branch chains. I was gone 300 days out of the year in a Toyota Corolla, and after that I upgraded to a wrapped Nissan Xterra, and I just drove around preaching the virtues of, branch chains intra-workout, and there we popularized intra-workout PCAs and developed that category. So I had a great staff. Derek Charleboy was kind of I'm not going to call him my right-hand man because that's almost downplaying what he did. He was my partner in crime, and after that, Rob Moran came aboard. And we had those two I hold near and dear to my heart. I mean, we did a great job in not only educating people on it, but also, I mean, we really cared, and we had a free personal training program that amassed almost 100,000, I believe tens of thousands. I don't know the exact number, but we were doing really good things. And it was a good time. So, I mean, at the end of the day, every part of the company I had my hand in.
Why'd you leave?
To say that I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the future. And TigerFitness.com has made 500 4 straight years. MTS Nutrition is probably the fastest growing brand in the industry. I would give you concrete numbers, but we'll wait till the 3 years when it's on the 500, probably in the top 10. And then we'll talk about that. But I don't, all I know is that my time there was amazing, and it was time to move on, and everybody's happy, and everything's great.
Did you find yourself? Did you just get bored and want a new challenge? Because it sounds like you move fast. So was that sort of what it was?
I love the challenge I have today.
Gotcha.
Am I being political enough here?
Sounds. Yeah,
like
I'm trying to figure out what the hell you're saying, Mark.
Okay, I'm sounding more and more like friggin' Ted Cruz. At the end of the day,
who you're sounding like? You're sounding like Evan's response to that slap in the gym the other day.
I didn't even see that. I don't know anything going on. I don't watch any of the industry stuff. You guys gotta help me.
You're missing out. Some guy at the gym up in Connecticut was doing some deadlifts with his buddies. Evan apparently walks over there and says, "You guys are dicking around. You need to get off. I'm about to go deadlift because I'm in prep for the Arnold Classic." And apparently words were exchanged, and Evan slapped him.
Allegedly.
So he slapped him like a bitch. That's awesome.
Slapped him like a bitch. And then you got, people saying you should have slapped him and you're a dickhead for slapping him and he pays his gym membership too and you have no more right to the
Well, then other people are
platform.
saying this kid has a history of maybe doing douchey things and he's kind of done other stuff with bodybuilders, so no one really knows what the hell's going on.
I think everybody has a breaking point, and when you're training, I know people are going to – look, I've talked to Evan. Evan's probably the most calm, rational, and thinking human being I know. He literally – I don't think I've ever heard him raise his voice. So, I mean, everybody has a breaking point. It's not roid rage. It's just being human, and that guy must have just said something to piss him off. And I applaud him for not fucking close fist punching him. Sorry, I just cursed. I got excited.
You're allowed.
So, yeah, all allowed?
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
you clearly don't listen to our shows.
Dude, I am so in a bubble right now. I apologize.
It's all good.
But I will now. But
So, I was going to say, long story short, he's always on the MD boards and he makes a post and he basically comes out and says, "I don't really apologize for what I did. I'm an upstanding guy." But he didn't say that he did do it. but he didn't say that he didn't do it either. He was definitely playing the political card, a lot like your response to why you left Scivation, pal.
Okay, let me just be real. Anytime you sell a company or you sell whatever, you're going to have a non-disclosure. And even though it's been a few years, I just don't want to fuck with anything that I sign. And so I'm just going to be like, you know what? We're all doing our thing. Everybody's happy, and we're cool.
Can we live with that, Taylor?
Yeah. We'll let it. We'll do some digging online.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go and get the scoop from your partners. But let me ask you this though. Since we're talking about your day and just your day to day, what takes up more time, Tiger Fitness or MTS Nutrition?
Honestly, I believe Tiger Fitness is probably 75% of my time. But MTS is a lot of formulation, a lot of R&D. As far as sales are concerned, we don't have a sales team. Our products are reasonably priced. They're extremely high quality. We have the best service in the industry. So I would say that my time is spent customer service and R&D. But as far as sales, we don't cold call accounts. Stores come to us. We have, I believe, we have hundreds of retail accounts, and we've yet to call one of them because the demand is there, because we don't care about meeting numbers. We care about helping people reach their goals. And that's not me bullshitting you. That's literally our mission statement. It's like Apple. They have consumer demand. You think Best Buy wants to carry Apple? No, they don't, but they have to because the consumer demand is there. So when people say, hey, you should get into this store, I'm like, well, have those motherfuckers call me. If they want it, we'll work it out. They'll make money. The customer will get a good deal. We'll make our money, and everybody's happy.
Now, which one makes more money, MTS or Tiger Fitness for you?
Well,
this is like hardball.
Which is a bigger company. Well, I mean, they're both unique, independent brands unto themselves. Tiger Fitness is a bigger brand right now. It's been around since 2001. Whereas MTS Nutrition has been around, since 2012. So there's a discrepancy in age, but they're both very healthy, growing companies.
Well, I guess my point is, why not just put all your efforts into MTS Nutrition since you're not? Correct me if I'm wrong. You don't have ownership stake in Tiger Fitness, right?
No. But the thing is Tiger Fitness is my link to the consumer, and I get to talk directly to the consumer, and that's something that I would do for free anyway. And And that's what I love. When I sold Scivation and I was able to delve into Tiger Fitness full time, I really enjoyed working with the customer. I enjoyed that hand-to-hand contact. While I don't take, calls like I used to. I used to pick up the 800 number as much as I could, and I just don't have time for that anymore. But I'm still responding to over 600 consumer emails daily.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't fuck around, man. I mean, the consumer really means everything to me. And that's why, everybody's like, like, I like when people ask me what my favorite protein is. You dipshit. Fine. I made it because I like it. That's why my flavors, like, dude, Oswald, I love them to death, but I shit all over their flavor systems because I sit there myself and I personally make sure everything's perfect. And I'm not trying to meet margin. Let me put it this way. Let me give you strict numbers. My cookies and cream, our flavor system costs I think it's literally 20% more for the whole formula than chocolate because it's so expensive. But it's my best seller. She's like, you don't want your highest cost to be best seller. I don't care. That thing's fucking delicious. So I go for results first and margin second, whereas most companies, especially if you're owned by a large company like Glanbia, they have to hit certain margins. Me, as long as I can put food on the table and pay my employees, I'm good to go. I'm driving a Ford Fusion right now. I don't need a freaking G-Wagon or an AMG or any of that. I'm cool with what I'm making right now. I don't need to gouge anything. I don't need to take exorbitant salaries. And for those who do, good for you. That's what you want to do. But for the cost of that car, I can actually do a protein run. So I'd rather run some protein.
You got me all fired up right now.
Yeah, I want some of this cookies and cream protein.
Yeah, I'm getting all psyched up about cookies and cream. But let's call some people out right now. I want to hear some call outs. Give me three companies off the top of your head right now. 3 companies off the top of your head that are all about the money and don't give a shit about the consumer.
I'm not going to get sued over this show, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it, but what you got to look at is who their ownership is. For example, if you're owned by a large consumer home shopping network, you have to meet certain numbers. Okay?
Right.
I'm not saying there's anybody who is, but or if you're owned by a large multi-billion-dollar corporation, they're going to look at profit, loss, top and bottom line. Whereas the smaller companies, the problem with them is sometimes they need to cut corners to make it at all. So the small companies, they might not be manufacturing a GMP compliant facility simply because they can't afford it. Because this shit's expensive, and I'd be really leery about protein companies you've never heard of, because protein is expensive as fuck to get into. So those are things I'd look for, but I'm not going to drop any names.
I wanted to see if I could take you there. Clearly, you're on your game tonight. I figured while you were driving, I might have an opening. But
bro, I'm Jewish. We know all about lawsuits.
All right, so
that's just how my people roll.
We're I don't even know how many there are right now. Over 1,000 supplement companies. I venture to guess. Every time I'm at the Arnold Expo or the Olympia Expo, there's 50% turnover and boost. It's crazy. Do you think that eventually with, just competing markets and people are going to have to lower their prices and lose margin to keep up if they're going to go that route? You obviously aren't going that route, but I feel like a lot of people will, just to create some ways for their company that's relatively new. Do you think we're going to see this bubble burst where either the government steps in and regulates everything? I mean, they're already trying to do that with this new supplement act they just put into play. Do you think we're eventually going to see the numbers shrink down and not everybody's going to try and get their hand in being a supplement company owner? Because it's really easy to do it. $15,000, you could probably be your own owner right now.
You're correct. But I mean, if you look at the main players, you're looking at companies that are under $2 million per year in sales. If you look at even companies in the 20 million range or 10 million range, in any other industry, that's not even a big company. In our industry, you're actually a bigger company. So, you got to look at the fact that you're looking at really minor players. You're looking at backyard brands. At the end of the day, the leadership brands have not changed. And that's why we're talking about the protein market. I love it because my top competitors are both worth more than $400 million apiece. That's Dymatize and Optimum. I'm not dealing with these little fucking losers who are not fucking $10 in free workout because anyone can do it. No, I'm dealing with some fucking real companies. I want that challenge. You know what I mean? I don't want to go up against a couple of cheese dicks who make their product in their bathtub. You see what I'm saying? I'm going up against dude, Glanbia's fucking protein facility. I'll never say I have better quality because I'd say it's equal. I'll never say I have better, better label claim to the label because they're true to label. Where I beat them is our price is very similar. Where I beat them is flavor because Optimum's a great brand. But I'm going up against Dymatize and Optimum. I'm on my A game. Any moron can come out with a fucking pre-workout, run 1,000 units, have about, $7K in investment, and not even buy insurance. That's another thing. These pre-workouts on the market, you know how much it costs for insurance? They're not even fucking insured. That's what's crazy. So, no, it's not because there's going to be fringe players. There's fringe players in the cosmetic industry. But the top dogs have not changed, man. It's still IOVate/MuscleTech. It's still Optimum. It's still Dymatize. UST Labs is pretty much fucking gone because they played with fire. Okay? You're looking at the top brands. BPI is still rocking the top. Gaspari's fallen. But honestly, I think it's actually shrunk in that you have a bunch of people vying for that mid to top tier. But right now, you're just like nobody from that bottom rung who's manufacturing the cheap shit with a picture of a skull and crossbows on the label. They're not going to hit critical mass. They're going to come and go. So I don't think the bubble's going to burst. As far as legislation, I think we should enforce the laws we have. Get SARMs off the market because that shit's illegal. Get fucking pro hormones off the market because that shit's illegal. And let's go ahead and compete with legal ingredients.
Very cool. Hey, I meant to. We skipped over, but I meant to ask you, how many employees do you have working for you?
We have. I believe right now we're at 25 in total. Anywhere from 25 to 30. I have to get a count because I know we brought some people in the shipping end, and my partner actually handles that stuff. But yeah, we're rocking. I mean, between the two companies, 25 to 30. Now with MTS, I only have two full-time employees, my wife and Matt. So that's it. And my wife's a really shitty employee. I should fire her.
That was my follow-up question: is how much turnover is there? But you might have
wives or employees.
Divorce her to get rid of
Honestly, we were actually TigerFitness.com was voted one of the top places to work in Ohio. I joke around. I have a foul mouth, and I bullshit like I'm one of the boys because at the end of the day, I am one of the boys. But here's the deal: we treat our employees good. You know, we treat them very well. Hell, Birdman has a tattoo of Tiger Fitness across his back. I mean, and also on his thigh, and an M on his cap. Our employees love the mission. They love what we do. And we're a family company. Our holiday party, most companies are posting pictures of Benzes and lobsters. We go to the Mason Community Center and we play dodgeball with our kids because we're a family company. And I curb my cursing for those things a little bit.
Taylor, let's get before we switch gears. I want to do a new game with Marc. I want to do 10 industry names, and I want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind when I say their names.
Fuck.
All right.
That word for everybody. That's the word for all 10 of them. Fuck.
You just say it differently if it's good or bad, right? Fuck.
Yeah.
It's the inflection in the voice.
That'd be fucking hilarious. All right, let's.
All right, here we go. These are going to be from all parts of the industry, not just bodybuilding. All right, number 1, Dana Lynn Bailey.
Amazing.
Number 2, John Romano.
Cutting edge, if that's one word.
Sure.
We'll put a dash in between them.
Yeah, you got to get a conjugate on that bitch.
Absolutely. Number 3, Craig Titus. Sad. All right. Question number.
I can explain that, but I've met him a few times. He was such a gentleman every time I met him, and to see what happened with that fucking disaster, that was bad.
Yeah.
You know, Kelly Ryan's going to be back on the street pretty soon.
Good. Good. Now she's single at least.
Exactly. If she comes looking for a job, would you hire her?
Well, we'd have a killer relationship, but sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Name number 4, Kai Green.
Entertaining.
Number 5, Dave Pulcinella.
Unknown. I don't really know much about him.
Hey guys, it's Matt Meinrod from All Bull Radio and Projectbodybuilding.com. I want to encourage you guys to check out a huge supporter of Projectbodybuilding.com. I'm talking about Mutant. Visit their website at immutant.com. It's immutant.com. If you like Ron Partlow, if you like Canada, if you like poutine, if you like t-shirts and supplements and badass videos, check out immutant.com. Do it today. They support Project Bodybuilding. They make podcasts available to all of you and make the site tick. It's immutant.com. Support them. You're supporting us. immutant.com.
Blackstone Labs is bodybuilding's leading source for hardcore legal supplements and the makers of Angel Dust, Ostapure, Cobra 6 Extreme, Apex Male, and over a dozen other products with cutting-edge ingredients that outlast and outshine the competition every time. Formerly the maker of the industry standard in pro hormones, Blackstone Labs has not fallen. In fact, after the dust has settled on gray area supplementation, Blackstone shines brighter and stronger than ever before. Visit blackstonelabs.com or click on the banners throughout Project Bodybuilding and experience bodybuilding science at its finest. That's blackstonelabs.com, the hardcore holy grail of bodybuilding supplements. Which one of these are you? The gullible, uninformed gym goer who gets hypnotized by $12,000 supplement ads with flashy made-up scientific terms created by a sales and marketing team? Or are you a knowledgeable, advanced athlete, bodybuilder, powerlifter, or fitness woman who knows the real deal? Well, let me tell you about fitness and bodybuilding's dirty little secret, TrueNutrition.com. The people who know what's really going on skip the retail sales team and go right to the manufacturer at TrueNutrition.com.
TrueNutrition.com cuts out the middleman and is not only a source, but is also the manufacturer of raw ingredients for bodybuilding and fitness. At TrueNutrition.com, you can customize your own proteins, carbs, and fats. Put what you want in the supplements and make sure the other guys aren't putting bunk ingredients and fillers in your products just to make a fast. You can even customize your own oatmeals. You can use the do-it-yourself customizer to design your own supplements the way you want them designed. Stop being a newbie and start making your own supplements. You can at TrueNutrition.com. For an extra 5 to 10% off your orders, use the code PROJECTBB in the discount code box at checkout. That's PROJECTBB and get 5 to 10% off at TrueNutrition.com. Evolution Peptides is Project Bodybuilding's first and most loyal peptide and research source. Use their new discount code PRO40 to save 40% off every order you make at checkout. Viagra, Cialis, anti-estrogens, CJC 1295 with DAC, Melanotan 2, GHRP6, IGF-1, and several more for all of your researching needs. Visit evolutionpeptides.com and use the code PRO40 to redeem your 40% discount. One more time, that's evolutionpeptides.com.
Hey, if you guys are in the market for some new weightlifting straps, belts, knee sleeves, chalk, anything you can throw in your gym bag, basically, I want you guys to check out www.prowriststraps.com. ProWristStraps.com, or better known as APT Pro Lifting Gear, is your one-stop shop for everything lifting gear and accessories. I mean, they literally have it all. They even sell trophies. So if you ever entered a bodybuilding or a powerlifting or a strongman competition and you placed 6th, well, they sell first place trophies. That's how comprehensive this site is. You too can be a winner. Go to www.prowriststraps.com, use code PBB at checkout, get 10% off your order, and I recommend it fully. It's www.prowriststraps.com. Great website, easy to navigate. They have everything you can throw in your gym bag. Project Bodybuilding fans, please welcome latest sponsor of this site, Rise from the Fall. Visit them at risefromthefall.com. Who are they? Well, they sell the hottest fitness apparel out today. We're talking about tanks, t-shirts, hats, hoodies, pants, you name it. Sizes are in men's and women's, large and small. You won't find lame slogans on their clothes. We're not talking about killing or murdering or being hardcore. I just can't stand that stuff, and I don't want to see anybody wearing it, so we're not going to have that on the site. We don't put up with that at Projectbodybuilding.com, and neither should you. But what I do like about their clothes, they're all hand-pressed, they're all made locally in the USA, and the best of all, wait for it, their owners, Jillian and Brandon, are from the state of Delaware, just like Deli Meat Day. More reason to buy from risefromthefall.com. Use discount code RISEFROM15 at checkout for an extra 15% off. It's RISEFROM15. Once again, it's www.risefromthefall.com. It's not just an apparel company. It's one that we love. It's a Project Bodybuilding chance for you guys to look good in the gym and do it in style. Don't be douchey. RiseFromTheFall.com. That's a beautiful answer. Person number 6, I should say. Hani Rambat.
Co-creator. That's got to be one word. I don't even. That's the only word I can think of because that's kind of what he's branded himself with. He's done a good job, obviously.
Number 7, Steve Weinberger.
Mafia.
Person number 8, Flex Lewis.
Flex Lewis?
Yeah.
Dick.
Person number 9, Nicole Negrani.
Honestly, don't know who that is. I have no idea who is that. So I know,
she was the bikini competitor who won.
She was the Olympia a couple of years ago, but not that it matters.
Yeah, here's the problem. I don't watch bikini.
Matt's obsessed with her.
You should go on YouTube.
I think it means I'm gay. I think I just came out of the closet.
Well, if the shoe Vince, you don't know who these bikini girls are? No, nobody knows who they are. I only know who this girl is because she won the Olympia for like 3 years in a row, and she was like 19, so she's pretty hot. But her interviews are the most awful thing you've ever heard. And then she happened to kill somebody in her Range Rover. She went down to reach for her cell phone and ran over some old lady in the median. And her father's an attorney and got her off. So
here's the deal, though. I think she could have been innocent. How old was the old lady? Because she could have been close to death anyway.
I think she was about 80 years old. Yeah.
Oh, then fuck it. She would have died tomorrow anyway. It's okay.
And our final name is Chris Aceto.
Wizard.
Ooh, wizard. All right, back to the main questions. I want to talk about, you say you only spend 30 minutes a day, give or take, on your social media and YouTube, but you have a huge following. I don't even know how many followers and whatnot you have, but it's a lot. What's your secret sauce? Like, it's more than just making a 15-minute video and cussing and being excited and yelling, and because that's what a lot of people associate you with, but you have to have.
That's who I am in real life. That's who I am in real life, too.
But if it was that easy, I mean, anybody that was loud and stuff could do it, but they don't or they can't. So do you have like any formula, or are you doing something other people aren't doing?
I wonder, I think I have part of my lecture at the University of Minnesota. What a lot of people don't realize is my background is marketing, and I'm not going to go into, I'm essentially also a speed reader where I retain information well, and I can read, I believe, they measure it like 10 to 20 times normal speed of most people. So most people don't realize that I'm not retarded. So essentially, yeah, I know, I just fucking ruined everything. So essentially, there's two things you need to look at when doing anything in business or in life. The two words is positioning and differentiation. I'm not talking about sexual positioning. I'm talking about the positioning of your brand and how you're going to position that. For example, if you're thinking, if the word optimal nutrition, first word comes to mind, optimal nutrition. Go, your turn.
Shit, Taylor, get in there.
Optimal nutrition?
Yeah, what's your first thought?
I need
it was the protein powder that was everywhere when I started.
Protein. Bingo. Gold standard protein.
Everyone. When I started bodybuilding, when I got into the gym, man, everyone just bought the whey gold standard.
Yeah, that's because they're on their position in your mind is protein, and that's also why they were not able to brand products like Energy and sell them, because they didn't have the exclusive, like the kind of like luxury product mind share. So you got to have a position in the mind of the consumer. My position is industry expert. There's a couple. You can have sub-positions too. I'm not young. I'm not like one of those young YouTubers who's just like filming his fucking IIFYM diet of Pop-Tarts and fucking protein powder. I have experience, and I'm well-rounded, and I'm a father. So that's my position. So identify your position in the mind of the consumer. And almost to go along with that, 100%, is differentiation. You need to differentiate. You need to pick a position that differentiates from your competition. And then you have someone like, Rich Piana, who is just big, freaky, and quote-unquote real, okay, who you can argue this and that, but people, when they talk about like, wow, Rich Piana is so real. So you got to pick a position that's different from him. Pick something that's different from the other YouTubers, like Mike Rashid, he's the lion. He's overtraining, C.T. Fletcher, he's tossed. He has the answer. He has the routine that'll get you those gains. Hodge Twins, funny. So pick something different. And from there, just deliver content. It's not about it's usually not about how smart you are. You also have to be entertaining. No one's going to listen to someone who sucks. There's the ticket, and then be consistent. And then realize that you're not going to go from 0 to 12 million subscribers overnight. And there you go.
Do you when you were doing your YouTubes, do you have like a script, or is that off the top of your head?
Unfortunately, everything is unscripted, which is good and bad. I've tried to do them for commercials and stuff, for different things. I really suck with teleprompters and notes. I can't do them. So unless I can do it off the top of my head, thank God I can remember stuff. It's all completely now. The topic's there. I might have notes for what to hit on if I want to hit certain points, like. If I'm doing a video on SARMs and I want to hit how they're illegal because of this, and this, I'll write that down, but I generally use no more than 5 words.
Huh. Interesting. All right, let's switch gears again. I told you pre-interview I wanted to talk to you about Lee Thompson, but not about your take on it. But my main thing was that, you know, a lot of people are, you know, he's everybody knows the story. He's come out, he's bashed the IFBB and NPC for their practices, but then there's a whole other side to it that everyone's like, well, that's the pot calling the kettle black because he was the biggest cancer in the whole organization for years and years. My question is, why didn't anybody in the IFBB, be it Jim Manning or Weinberger or whoever, why didn't they boot him out years ago when he was doing all this douchebaggery? Like, what was the holdup?
Honestly, I think he was part of the clique, man. I mean, and also, I'm not going to put Mannion out because, keep in mind, Mannion has 50 states and how many promoters, and, you know, Mannion trusted his chairman to do the best thing. So I'm not going to be like everyone else and put it on Mannion. I'm going to say that, you know, he was turning numbers. At the end of the day, Lee was turning out big shows with big numbers, and he did a lot of shit. And so does John Lindsay. I've heard I've never seen this personally. The only one I've seen personally do shit is Ropeman out in Georgia. Ropeman's a piece of shit. I'll say that. If Ropeman wants to come at me legally, go ahead. I'll have 40,000 character witnesses on your ass. But Ropeman's a piece of shit. John Lindsay is all hearsay. But at the end of the day, if you're Mannion and you're looking at attendance and numbers, and Lee's getting these people paying the NPC cards, paying the fees, and he's churning out profit, I think that's mainly what Mannion was looking at. And I don't think Mannion can take secondhand statements in a competitive state. So I honestly think that it's easy to let something go so far if you're turning a profit.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you yourself, you sound like a very upstanding businessman. If that was going on in your company and you knew somebody was like a great salesman for you and just turning over a huge profit, but you know they were a piece of shit doing stuff that you didn't really like, I don't think you'd keep them around just listening to you for the past half hour talking. So do you think that for me to defend the integrity of the NPC and IFBB would be foolish, because there's a lot of bad shit that goes on in any subjective sport. And I'm not saying for 1 second that the NPC is without flaws, and I'm not saying that it's even a good place to compete. I am saying that it would be really hard for Mannion to have anything, if he's turning his numbers, to have anything, to really have grounds to let him go over. I mean, good luck getting evidence on sexual harassment and whatever other weird stories I heard. So, again, it's just a sad situation, and it shows how fringe and bullshit our sport can be at times. And that's why I've gotten behind more of the natural bodybuilding community, because it's still pure. I mean, the people are still competing for the love of the sport. And, you know, that's why I've gotten behind some of these organizations. I love the sport. I don't care what you inject, what you don't inject. I want to see fair competition. And unfortunately, with the NPC, you have judges. And honestly, what's his face? Thompson brought this out in his video, how there were, I agree with this. I don't agree with anything that he says usually. He usually comes in fire with shit. He throws like shit like, oh, well, this guy said this about this guy, and Branch Warren looks ugly, like his Instagram the other day. And I'm like, okay, but Thompson said something. Why are people with clients in the show judging the shows? And why is it like that? That's just how it is. And I've seen it done, and it's dirty. And Lee was a part of it, but it happens in every state with the FTC. There are a few good promoters. Kevin DeHaven out in North Carolina. Hell, North Carolina is a great state to compete. Mike does a great job, Valentino, of running that state. So there's good and bad states to compete in. North Carolina is an excellent state. But it's fucked up. Yeah.
Mark, do you ever see yourself leaving the industry to just take your business experience to maybe a different industry in the same kind of leadership role? Or are you a lifer with bodybuilding and fitness?
After, I'm not one of those guys foolish enough to say I'll never sell my company, because I've already done it once. And I think every bit of the business owner has a number in mind where they're comfortable selling. I'm 5 to 10 years off from where I want to be. So I'm here for a while, like it or not. After I'm done with these companies, I will no longer, I'm not going to take them down. I'm not going to say, but I will not post on any social media ever again. and I'm going to just consult, because I did that, honestly, and I loved it. But, yeah, I've had myself with it's the social media aspect, and honestly, like, I just do my thing. I put out really good shit, and I try to help people as best I can. That's why I answer 600 emails a day, because from consumers alone, not counting business emails. That's why I don't sleep. I wouldn't get so many articles done if I didn't freaking do these emails, but that's important. So I don't concern myself with the other shit. I just want to make sure that my customers get the best stuff possible, and I try to help organizations that can be helped, like the WPA, which is a new bodybuilding organization, natural bodybuilding, and VM. I can still help those. The NPC, NABA, all those other ones, they're so far gone, we cannot help them. They're fucked up. So unless you're a natural bodybuilder, you're fucked. You're going to be competing in a fucked up organization. It is what it is.
Perfect.
So stop doing drugs, kids.
There's a reason to be natural right there, I guess.
Yeah, just because nobody can run a fucking ethical business.
Fuck.
So business is basically, overall, it's also your hobby, not just what you do for a living. You're never going to retire, are you?
There's no way in hell I could ever stop working. After I sold Civation, I tried to I was going to take 2 years off of everything. I really was. After 2 days, my wife told me to get the hell out of the house. I was driving her fucking crazy. I can't do it. I love people, man. I love what we're doing now. I love computers. I love business. I love paperwork. I love all that shit. I love it. I remember, I remember just thinking back to like the first. It's funny because they're called insertion orders, which is always really sexual to me, but I was the only one laughing. And I got my first insertion order when I sold an ad at Weider. And I remember that feeling of just the transaction of it, And I just always loved it. But the one thing I really love about business is, I always say this, and I don't mean it to bullshit. I'll say this if we're just sitting down, like, telling secrets. Like, I like doing business in an ethical way where I'm setting a legacy where my kids aren't embarrassed of who their father is. And that's really what I want to do. And I see a lot of people doing some really shady stuff that I really don't want to be a part of. So, that's why I'm trying my best to keep my mouth shut about things. I'm not very good at it.
Not at all. But we appreciate the honesty. Talk about your kids, though, and your wife. Do you ever feel like you're missing out on anything by being away a lot, growing your businesses and leaving the legacy that you want to leave for yourself?
Honestly, I would be lying if I didn't tell you that I don't travel with a physical, like, photo book, like a real book of all my kids and my wife and our family pictures. And I cry every night. I'm not going to lie. I do, because my family's everything to me. But in my mindset is my number one goal in life, my number one position as a father is to provide. And the time I do spend with my kids, you can go to my Instagram. Those are real fucking pictures. I give more quality time to my kids than dads who are home every night. I go 120% with my kids all the time. And we have great times, and I still have time to practice my daughter multiple times a week and train her. And it's something that I'll never give up, but absolutely. But you can't have everything. You cannot be a successful CEO and still have 12 hours a day to play with your kids. It's just a sacrifice that people are willing to make.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and I commend you for doing that, because that's why I asked you, are you ever going to slow down? And you might when they grow up, or you might even keep pushing. We'll see. Talk about you love things that are you love hypocrisy. I'm watching all your videos. That's basically what I notice you jump on people on. One thing in bodybuilding that just gripes me up the wall is that all these coaches and gurus are giving out diets, giving out drug protocols, and none of them are registered dietitians for the most part. Do you eventually think the government will eventually come down and crack down on these people? Is it just going to take a pileup of deaths for somebody to look into these? Who's prescribing this diet? Who's prescribing this diuretic protocol? Who's just, where do you sit with coaches and gurus in general? For the most part, they do a good job, but do you think they're a problem?
You know what? I don't believe we need government regulation on people doing diets and stuff. I think that comes more down to personal responsibility. if you can tell, I'm a libertarian. So I'm one of those, like, the less government I can have in my life, the better. But it will take an education process where, you know, at the end of the day, I believe Jason Theobald is a great coach. He's not a registered dietitian. He's located in Ohio. He's a good friend of mine, and you probably know him from, I think he just posts on RX or MT or one of those fucking sites with an acronym. I forgot. But he's known as ScoobyPrep.com. I don't know. But anyway, we know Jason. He's a close friend of mine. Yeah, he's a close friend of mine. And one thing he said once, and I'll never forget it, because I want to do so much with chicken and rice. And what these prep gurus have become are drug dealers. I mean, they're essentially, they're drug dealers. They don't know anything about diet, training. They just pretty much dose the hell out of things. And I've seen some shit that people are on, and I know some local coaches in Illinois giving their clients DMT, and I don't know. I mean, there's going to be good coaches that I'd like to think the cream rises to the top, but there's always, like supplement companies, there's always going to be a negative group. And it's just up to the industry and the dollars of the people paying them to get out. But, I mean, obviously, I don't think diet's going to kill anyone. It might fuck up your metabolism, cause you some hormonal issues, but you're probably not going to die. But the drugs I see people taking, the insulin, all that, it does get a bit scary. And I think a lot of coaches, I call them NPC-tards. They just take things a little too far. They're trying to cure hard work with medication, and I don't like that a bit. So that's my opinion. Gotcha.
I agree. I don't think we really need the governments, but when it comes to the drugs, there's going to be a problem, especially with everyone starting to be, everyone's a coach now. So.
Well, I'll go ahead and call him out because I have obviously there's knowledge that I have here just because I know the guys that he works with, but Chris Aceto comes off as a guy who just does diets, but he does drugs too. So it's like, even if, you know, he details, you know, for his clients. So it's not like you're just hiring somebody, like you're saying, Mark, you're not just hiring somebody for the diet. I think we can all agree that that's probably fairly benign if you're a coach that just does diet, but they do everything. They do, you know, they do everything, even though they might only advertise that they do diet. It's a load of shit.
I agree. I agree. But when you're coaching someone, the thing I usually do, like I coach mostly naturals. I mean, 99% naturals, but you know, at the end of the day, I do have some enhanced clients. And my duty as a coach is usually to tell them to not take as much. I think a lot of people are trying to use drugs as a crutch for lack of discipline and lack of intensity in training and lack of discipline in diet. And that's what I try to fix. You'd be amazed some of the shit people send me and what they take. Actually, you probably wouldn't, because you've probably seen it too. And these are guys who don't even, I mean, they look like natural bodybuilders, yet they're on more shit than fucking Ronnie Coleman. You know, and I'm like, Ronnie Coleman back in the day, not now. I'm talking like Ronnie. And I honestly, I know what I mean, I'm not going to say specific names, but I've already said his name. Let's just say that I'm close friends with these bodybuilders, and they're not going to lie to me. I know the doses that a lot of the top guys are or were taking. And they're not nearly, and no one believes me, but they're not nearly as high as some of these internet gurus try to have you believe. Because they have elite genetics. And Ronnie, I'm not saying he's one of the ones I know, but Ronnie trained like a fucking, Ronnie's the hardest trainer in any sport of all time. Other than maybe Jerry Rice in football. Ronnie's a fucking freak. All right? Now, he didn't use drugs as a crutch. If he used drugs, I'm not saying he did, but put two and two together, it was just an adjunct to what he was already doing. And superior genetics. You can't erase hard work and diet and genetics with drugs. It just doesn't fucking work. You still look like a fucking natural with acne.
The back knee is the dead giveaway. Mark, do you think there's any...
Dude, the back knee, bro.
It's bad.
Fucking back knee. Like, imagine like you're on top of a girl and she starts digging into your back and all of a sudden pus starts coming out. Ugh.
It's completely...
Imagine that poor girl's reaction to that one.
Back knees...
It's like, she's like...
Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say back knee's never
like,
okay, but if you're huge, it's like forgivable. You see these guys who are like, like 180 pounds and they're in the stringer tanked up and they have the back knee in the gym. It's like, my God, is that worth it?
That just makes my vagina wet. I'll tell you that much. But,
I can hear it.
But nonetheless, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, so the coaches, I think you know what you're getting into, but I just it's kind of scary seeing what they're doing. But honestly, that's just down to personal responsibility. It's a person's duty as a human being before they get into shit to research it and make sure it's the right choice for them.
Yeah.
And it's not, again, like we're not going to be able to prevent old people from being retarded. It is what it is.
I keep telling Taylor that, and he doesn't ever want to listen to me.
I'm retarded.
He's trying to save society. I've already given up.
Well, you know what it is? He's from Canada.
Then yeah, his intellect is much lower than an American.
Is that a statistical fact? I don't think it is, actually.
Dude, Americans are stupid. Canadians are stupid. Old people are stupid. I think.
The entire
dude, 80% of America doesn't even know who the fucking vice president is of their own damn country. My wife didn't know. My wife is an educated woman. Didn't know who the new Speaker of the House is. We just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I've got some off-topic questions to wrap the show with, but if I were to ask you right now today, who are you voting for president?
Oh God.
Oh shit. Well, right now, I'm gonna.
Well, obviously we got to get through the primaries and whatnot. So.
Okay. Who do I want to win? Rand Paul.
Me too. Even though I'm not American.
Who is going to be in the primaries, or who's going to be a candidate?
Who's going to come out of the primaries?
I think Rubio is going to be a Republican candidate, based on the delegates and the electorates and the way they're lined up now. Politics is a little hobby of mine. Nobody sees him doing it, but Rubio actually, if you did the Electoral College and the delegates right now, Rubio is winning. He's not winning any popular vote. That's either Cruz or Trump. But Rubio is killing it in the delegates, man. So I will probably side with Rubio right now.
And could Rubio beat Clinton in a presidential election?
According to the latest polls, which are worth about as much as my penis versus Tommy Lee's penis, the polls, penis, I didn't even know I was doing that. The polls actually show out of the three candidates, Rubio, Trump, or Cruz, Rubio's the only one who beats Clinton head-to-head. Huh. Yeah, I'm a nerd, guys. You have no fucking idea.
What a douchebag we're talking to, Taylor. Jesus.
Hey, you know what? If you just called me a vaginal cleanser. If I am something that cleans the vagina, that's a positive thing.
You're doing society a favor there. We should be thanking you.
You don't want a dirty vag.
No, fuck no.
It causes oral cancer, though. I heard that.
I'll take my chances. I like eating pussy. I'll eat ass, too. I don't care. I'll eat an ass. It's right next door. I mean, you're getting cross-contamination. Might as well go to the source.
Fuck, I wouldn't go down there and not. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're already there. Just go in the brown eye. I agree.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Now, does Marc Lobliner like his own ass getting eaten?
No, it's not so. See, that's something I don't do. I have a powerlifting injury. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone.
Powerlifting injury.
Jesus.
You're like, what's this thing coming out of your anus? Never mind.
So you kind of ruined.
I was squatting really heavy.
You took it off the table for yourself, so you have to live with it.
You know what? Yeah, I'm okay without. I'll just leave that up to my imagination.
There you go.
Taylor, I know you wanted to ask him some actual bodybuilding stuff because he's he's a little bit of a stud, even though he's a businessman, and we're talking business and politics. And
yeah, we're not going to skip over the whole bodybuilding thing. I was just curious. I saw a picture of you. I think you recently posted it of you at 17, and you were big but pretty fat. Are you naturally like should I say endomorphic or tend to get fat, or was that just a horrible bulk gone wrong?
You know what's funny is to get to that size, I actually had the teachers would let me eat in class because I wanted to go D1 in football. So I had to weigh a certain amount, at least I thought I did. And then every night I would have, remember Weider Mega Mass?
No, but
I would have Weider Mega Mass. It's fucking horrible, but not when you put ice cream and then dip Chips Ahoy in it. It was probably 3,000 calories at night of just pure shit. And it took me a while, but my initial weight gain when I was 14, over the summer, 2.5 months, I gained 70 pounds, and I actually had hypergonadism. So I went from 170 to 240. And then I had to work to get to 290. So that's when I threw in the epic cookie shakes. But yeah, that was me fighting against Mother Nature, but I did a fucking great job at it.
No shit.
Don't tell me you can't gain weight, pussy.
No, I'm fat. I'm always fat.
Good for you.
Well, I think we figured out how you came to your cookies and cream protein at MTS.
Former fat kids can flavor, I'll tell you that much.
Hey guys, it's Matt Meinrod from All Bull Radio and Projectbodybuilding.com. I want to encourage you guys to check out a huge supporter of Projectbodybuilding.com. I'm talking about Mutant. Visit their website at IamMutant.com. It's IamMutant.com. If you like Ron Partlow, if you like Canada, if you like poutine, if you like t-shirts and supplements and badass videos, check out IamMutant.com. Do it today. They support Project Bodybuilding. They make podcasts available to all of you and make the site tick. It's IamMutant.com. Support them. You're supporting us. IamMutant.com.
Blackstone Labs is bodybuilding's leading source for hardcore legal supplements and the makers of Angel Dust, Ostapure, Cobra 6 Extreme, Apex Male, and over a dozen other products with cutting-edge ingredients that outlast and outshine the competition every time. Formerly the maker of the industry standard in pro hormones, Blackstone Labs has not fallen. In fact, after the dust has settled on gray area supplementation, Blackstone shines brighter and stronger than ever before. Visit blackstonelabs.com or click on the banners throughout Project Bodybuilding and experience bodybuilding science at its finest. That's blackstonelabs.com, the hardcore holy grail of bodybuilding supplements. Which one of these are you? The gullible, uninformed gym goer who gets hypnotized by $12,000 supplement ads with flashy made-up scientific terms created by a sales and marketing team? Or are you a knowledgeable, advanced athlete, bodybuilder, powerlifter, or fitness woman who knows the real deal? Well, let me tell you about fitness and bodybuilding's dirty little secret, TrueNutrition.com. The people who know what's really going on skip the retail sales team and go right to the manufacturer at TrueNutrition.com. TrueNutrition.com cuts out the middleman and is not only a source, but is also the manufacturer of raw ingredients for bodybuilding and fitness. At TrueNutrition.com, you can customize your own proteins, carbs, and fats. Put what you want in the supplements and make sure the other guys aren't putting bunk ingredients and fillers in your products just to make a fast. You can even customize your own oatmeals. You can use the do-it-yourself customizer to design your own supplements the way you want them designed. Stop being a newbie and start making your own supplements. You can at TrueNutrition.com. For an extra 5 to 10% off your orders, use the code PROJECTBB in the discount code box at checkout. That's PROJECTBB and get 5 to 10% off at TrueNutrition.com. Evolution Peptides is Project Bodybuilding's first and most loyal peptide and research source. Use their new discount code PRO40 to save 40% off every order you make at checkout. Viagra, Cialis, anti-estrogens, CJC 1295 with DAC, Melanotan 2, GHRP6, IGF-1, and several more for all of your researching needs. Visit evolutionpeptides.com and use the code PRO40 to redeem your 40% discount. One more time, that's evolutionpeptides.com.
Hey, if you guys are in the market for some new weightlifting straps, belts, knee sleeves, chalk, anything you can throw in your gym bag, basically, I want you guys to check out www.prowriststraps.com. ProWristStraps.com, or better known as APT Pro Lifting Gear, is your one-stop shop for everything lifting gear and accessories. I mean, they literally have it all. They even sell trophies. So if you ever entered a bodybuilding or a powerlifting or a strongman competition and you placed 6th, well, they sell first place trophies. That's how comprehensive this site is. You too can be a winner. Go to www.ProWristStraps.com, use code PBB at checkout, get 10% off your order, and I recommend it fully. It's www.ProWristStraps.com. Great website, easy to navigate. They have everything you can throw in your gym bag. Project Bodybuilding fans, please welcome latest sponsor of this site, Rise from the Fall. Visit them at risefromthefall.com. Who are they? Well, they sell the hottest fitness apparel out today. We're talking about tanks, t-shirts, hats, hoodies, pants, you name it. Sizes are in men's and women's, large and small. You won't find lame slogans on their clothes. We're not talking about killing or murdering or being hardcore. I just can't stand that stuff, and I don't want to see anybody wearing it, so we're not going to have that on the site. We don't put up with that at ProjectBodybuilding.com, and neither should you. But what I do like about their clothes, they're all hand-pressed, they're all made locally in the USA, and the best of all, wait for it, their owners, Jillian and Brandon, are from the state of Delaware, just like Deli Meat Day. More reason to buy from risefromthefall.com. Use discount code RISEFROM15 at checkout for an extra 15% off. It's RISEFROM15. Once again, it's www.risefromthefall.com. It's not just an apparel company. It's one that we love. It's a Project Bodybuilding chance for you guys to look good in the gym and do it in style. Don't be douchey. RiseFromTheFall.com. Did you end up going D1 or did that not work out?
I hurt my knee in a playoff game. So I ended up going D3 and I hurt my knee again. I never stepped foot on a college football field, man.
What position did you play?
Usually doggy style. No, I did. I played actually in high school as a pulling guard, and I played nose guard.
I was going to say if you were the center, if you were the doggy style. So.
I played center actually my junior year, but then this kid Ronnie, who was a 340-pound dude, just was perfect for center. He couldn't move very well, but he really didn't have to.
Like Billy Bob from Varsity Blues, is that the?
Kid was fucking huge, man, and he could move. I mean, he probably ran a 5.2 in the 40, which at 340 at probably 5'11 wasn't too bad.
Oh no, that's moving a lot of weight. Taylor, any other nerd stuff for the bodybuilder side?
No, my nerdery's done. I'll cue the music, I think.
It's time. All right. It's 10 questions time. These are your off-topic, off-the-wall questions. Give short answers or give long answers. You can delve into as far as you want to go. But these, I want to warn you, these are interesting questions. So
I love it. Let's fucking roll.
All right. Question number 1, Taylor. The music is cute.
It's cute.
All right. Number 1. What well-known guru is most full of shit? Full of the most shit.
Oh, fuck. Wow.
You can speak in code if you have to.
Give initials if you don't want to name names.
Area they're located, clients.
Yeah. Racial background, if they have an accent.
All those
things. Honestly, I'm just going to point to one program from a guy who I actually think is the best in the business, and that's not talking about him as a trainer, but just the program, FST7 from Hani Rambod. To think that you need exactly 7 sets and to think that that kind of set will actually stretch your fascia is utterly retarded. And I've said this out loud. I love Hani. I think what he's done with Phil's career and everybody else he trains, he's a fucking guru. He's a great coach, but FST7 is the biggest load of bullshit I've ever seen in my life.
Does fish thin the skin?
Come on, you're not going to fucking expand your fascia. Come on. Am I wrong? Come on, tell me I'm wrong.
What about 8 sets? Would 8 sets do it?
Well, that's the thing. If you do 8 sets, does that like fuck everything up? Like, God damn it, my fascia just exploded.
All he's doing is, I learned this earlier in the show, Taylor. He's differentiating. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, see, I actually taught Hani to do that.
Exactly. You can take credit. All right, we'll go to question number 2. Question number 2. Star Wars, douchey or a must-see film?
Must-see film. Even though I think it's kind of douchey, I have to see it. and I've seen all of them. I just refuse to dress up.
Thank God. No one needs that.
All right, question number 3. You've already touched on this earlier, so I assume the answer, but is anal sex a prerequisite for marriage?
I'm going to say no. Anal sex is something that can lead to deleterious long-term effects. However, tongue in your anus, that does nothing for long-term health, except it makes you smile more. So I'm going to say anal, what is it called? Hold on.
Analingus.
Analingus
You're welcome.
is something that every relationship should have. But anal sex, I mean, if a girl does, and also here's the thing, like, I'm not saying that, but like sometimes it's not a good fit. And it might take a lot to go in there. There might be a lot of pain. I'm just saying that not for everybody, but for Asian guys, it's fine.
You would be the worst high school sex educator of all time.
What was that?
I said you'd be the worst high school sex ed teacher ever.
You know what's funny? My good friend, Dr. Stu, I always reference him. He's Korean, and they just did a survey where the average Korean's penis is 3.8 inches.
Oh.
So I'm going to actually get him. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize to Stu. I'm not making fun of Asians. I'm just going off the statistical fucking research here. Now, Dr. Stu, I'm going to get him a shirt with a greater than sign and 3.8. That's going to be his like gift for fucking his birthday.
Is that erect or flaccid? Did they clarify?
I believe it's erect because the average Congo's penis, the average guy from Congo's penis, that's a black man, is 7.4.
Oh.
Americans are right in the middle. So we're good.
Question number 4. Do you really like Phil Heath?
Absolutely. Phil and Kai, so he's like, what you like better? They're both good dudes. Like Phil's West Coast. I'm from the West Coast. Phil's the kind of dude I could sit back, and in person, Phil talks a ton of shit. So Phil Heath is the kind of guy who I can sit back and just chill with. I love Phil. Kai, same thing. I mean, just a nice, humble, well-spoken dude. So Phil, as well as Kai, I consider them both to be true gentlemen. And I'm legit friends with Phil. Kai, I haven't known as long as Phil, so I'd say we're decent acquaintances.
Why do you think a lot of people online have turned against Phil? Any particular reason?
Same reason people hated Michael Jordan, Ronnie Coleman, and everybody else who's the greatest at what they do. Jealousy, and everybody. Americans are great. They always root for the underdog, but they go with the winner. And that's a direct quote from Al Rees and Jack Trout's book, Positioning, which I referenced earlier. So I would say that Phil Heath, Phil's a human being, so Phil's like me, like I talk shit back to trolls. So, I mean, Phil, if you're going to come at him and say that he's a piece of shit, he's going to say your mom's a piece of shit. And I love that. I love that about Phil. And honestly, Phil would not disrespect people if they wouldn't disrespect him. So if you don't like the way Phil talks to people, stop being such an asshole to him.
Do you think he suffers a little bit from just being, I hate to use the word celebrity, but being a big name? Like if he wasn't well known, people would be like, oh, that guy's funny. He busts people's balls. But just because he's in a high place that he's kind of held to a standard that isn't fair?
I will just state something that's an actual fact. Before Phil was Mr. Olympia, everybody fucking loved him. Now that he's on top, dude, how many people hated Ronnie every time he went up against Cutler? I remember people booing Ronnie on stage. Yeah. Ronnie's the most fucking thankful, lovable man I have ever met. Ronnie, literally, I kid you not, and I'm literally sitting outside, like between Chicago and Ohio. I stop at LA Fitness on the way, and I do cardio just to keep my abs from moving. I'm sitting in a parking lot. I could talk all night. Check it out. It's like Ronnie literally just came out of surgery from 2 hips. We're traveling together, and he had 2 hip replacements. How you doing? I'm all right. Does it hurt? Nah, it's okay. The guy can't fucking walk, and he's thankful. Yeah. He literally is the nicest guy ever, yet he's getting booed on stage. So what I got to say to the Phil haters is you're jealous, and your mom's a fucking slut.
Question number 5. Better on the mic, Randy Macho Man Savage or Ric Flair?
Oh, fucking Macho Man. That all means, but the fact that his vocal cords didn't fucking explode, although I will say that after quarterback sacks in high school, I did the Ric Flair walk. So I love them both, but the Macho Man was the greatest American of all time.
I tend to agree. Agree.
He's up there for sure.
Question number 6. If you're put in this position and you had to make a choice between walking away from MTS and Tiger Fitness, or you must have sex with Iris Kyle, which would you choose?
Oh, I'd have sex with Iris Kyle without walking away.
Would the analingus come into play?
Well, I mean, here's the deal. As long as it's, like, not a dude, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm good. I'm not saying, now, I'm a married man. However, if this was my hall pass, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and maybe my wife videotapes it or something. I don't know. But, I mean, if I'm to have sex with, I mean, that wouldn't, I don't, honestly, like, I'm not attracted to that look personally, but some people are, and it's still a female, so I'm not really breaking that whole, like, straight thing. Would I have sex with a dude? No. But would I have sex with her? Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Do we buy that?
Yeah, he sounds like
I think we can believe that.
Yeah.
I would tap that ass.
In fact, I wouldn't. It wouldn't shock me if it happened sooner rather than later.
You know who else? We asked that same question to Dusty Hanshaw, and he said, "Not only would I fuck Iris, I'd go tell all my friends about it." So.
Oh yeah, what's funny is that I just fucking saw Dusty randomly at a gym in Arizona like 3 days ago. And it's funny how it's that fucking small, and now he gets brought up. Dude, I got him on one of my videos, my shoulder video. Motherfucker was hack squatting like 800,000 pounds. I think Dusty is fucking an alien or something.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Yeah, he's a fucking big motherfucker.
Oh yeah, he's very big. He's 278, 280, 290 easy. All right, we'll go to question number 7. A little bit more on a serious note, but I want you to think about it here. Name 3 things the average bro steroid user isn't probably doing that he should be doing in order to sustain longevity as a bodybuilder.
Well, number 1 is he's cycling up. If you choose to do steroids, and I've always said this, you're on for life. TRT it, do not come off. It's not only psychologically fucked up, but it will fuck you up. You're going to lose all your gains. So if you decide to go on steroids and you want to keep your gains and you want to feel good, you're going to have to stay on a TRT dose for life.
My man.
Another thing is, more is not always better. I've known so many people who've been able to hone in their diet and training and get their dosing from out of the 2 to 3 gram range down to under a gram and still get just as good, if not better, results. And number 3 is realize that even with steroids, bodybuilding and any sport or any activity is a marathon and not a sprint, where it's going to take like hours of practice to do anything, where bodybuilding is take hours in the gym and hours in the kitchen to get the gains you want. So just because you do a cycle of steroids doesn't mean you're going to look like Ty Green tomorrow. And here, I'm going to throw in a bonus one for 4th. You can't out-drug genetics.
Yeah.
Very good.
That was fucking intelligent as fuck right there.
We want to tell everybody listening to this that we did not prep you with that. So you just thought of that off the top of your head. Very good. All right. Question number 8. Number 8, who is the last person in bodybuilding you'd want to be trapped inside of a broken elevator with in the middle of August?
Oh, shit. Male or female?
In short, who's the most annoying person in bodybuilding?
Well, you also said in August, so I assume they might be the stinkiest as well.
That's right.
Yeah, shit. Let me get a second for this. And it's a competitor, right?
Sure.
If it wasn't a competitor, I'd have to go with Metrics. This is a guy from the industry. Scott Connolly, the founder of Metrics, was the stinkiest man I've ever met in my life. So I'm going completely outside of the industry.
And he's not even big. That's not right.
Yeah, but dude, you ever saw him inside Club Metrics? He will clear a fucking room just walking in there. Oh, man, honestly, from what I've seen, like, body odor-wise, I'm going to go into that, like, most of these guys smell pretty good. They're very hygienic. They're shaven. The body hair, the bacteria is not an issue. So I really think on a hygiene standpoint, Oh shit! What's his name? What's his name? Who promotes the shows in Ohio? Lieberman. I would not want to be. Lieberman will talk your fucking head off. That's the guy, and he bodybuilded, so he's the man.
That's your guy. Okay.
Much respect to him. He's a hustler. He's a hustler, but fuck that dude will kill you in an elevator.
Question number 9. Prior to being married and a family man, did you ever bang any notable fitness chicks?
I was 16 when I met my wife, so no.
Holy shit.
Wow. High school sweetheart. Look at you, man.
She even loved you when you were
300
300 when you were 300 pounds drinking chocolate chip shakes. She was around.
She was the captain of the cheerleading team. I was the captain of the football team. But she was fat, too, so it was like two fucking whales mating at that
That's
point.
awesome. That's
Yeah, I mean, we literally had to...
You are Mr. America.
I mean, only so many sexual positions worked it that way.
That's
Hand
amazing.
jobs. That's it.
This is where he learned to lick ass. That's
shit.
I was hungry, and there was corn back there, so fucking ate it.
all right, Mark. And your final question, you mentioned it earlier, so it fits kind of good in here. Final question, we'll let you out of here. Who is on your hall pass? Who is your get out of jail free card with your wife? What woman boned you up just thinking about her?
Well, I'm going to Carrie Underwood. I mean, I got to go outside the industry.
Sure.
Carrie Underwood, I don't even like blondes, but ever since even when she was fat on American Idol, not fat, but just chunky, something about her it's that girl next door and the voice, like, and I'm not even in like country, but like she's just hot. So she's my hall pass.
I love that answer. She's one of my top 3. I thumbs up on that answer.
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah, Carrie Underwood, man. I would literally, I'd eat her ass even without a shower prior. I mean, I don't. That's when old rules are out the window. That's when it tastes the best.
Are you really sitting in the car right now, ready to do cardio?
I'm literally sitting outside of LA Fitness and on Southport Road in Indianapolis. Yeah,
you're a champ. We're gonna let you.
I got to get it done, man. Got to get it in.
You just walking on the treadmill, or are you doing like high intensity intervals and bullshit?
Tonight's actually a distance day, so unless I could run on grass or something, I mean, with my body weight, I try not to run on concrete or treadmills. Even it's a little rough on my freaking shin, so I'm going to do a step mill for about 45 minutes, and then just loosen up my pec a little bit, and then I'll be done.
Look at you. Well, how can everybody reach you? And obviously, we talked a lot about Tiger Fitness and MTS Nutrition. So, just how can everybody get you? What's your IG and what's your YouTube account for those who don't know it? And give all your stuff.
YouTube is youtube.com/Tiger Fitness. Again, you can always go to tigerfitness.com. It's the greatest site ever built by anybody. Even when Al Gore created the internet, he never expected anything as awesome as Tiger Fitness to be. You also have Instagram is Marc Lobliner, Twitter's Marc Lobliner, Facebook is /Lobliner. I mean, you pretty much get it. Just type in Lobliner, you'll probably see me.
But you spell your name with a C, which is a problem.
Yes, Mark. Well, there's a story behind that, but basically my mom's Polish. She probably couldn't figure out how to spell it with a K. So, it's Mark with a C, MarcLobliner. And that'll find you. If you just type in Lobliner, I'll pop up.
There we go.
Perfect.
Very, very cool. We really appreciate you coming on the show. You're our first guest of the year, so it's exciting for us. I think you did good. You said a lot of cuss words, which I appreciate.
Well, I'm glad I was able to curse. At the beginning, I was keeping it PG, but then I'm like, fuck it. They're cursing.
That's how we judge it.
Yeah, then we got to talk about cool topics like, analingus.
That's kind of what I'm known for. I don't know if you know this yet, but every show it's ass to mouth talk. So,
well, I mean, you absolutely. I mean, that's the girl you married.
It's true.
Although you know she's. Never mind. You don't want to know where she's been. Although you kind of already do.
You can guess. You can put two and two together.
Mark, go enjoy your cardio. You're the man, and we hopefully can get back in touch later on in the year or sometime next year.
Much appreciated, brother. You guys have a great New Year.
Thanks, buddy.
You too.
Take care, man.
Yep. All right, everybody. That was Marc Lobliner. Taylor, awesome interview. What'd you think?
That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
He is kick-ass. He is who he is. You know, that was one of our topics going into this show. I think you're going to ask.
I feel like I need to go for like a jog and have an epiphany or something. He's a motivating, energetic bastard.
You talk to him and you really kind of grasp how he got where he got.
You feel lazy? I feel a little lazy right now.
Yeah, I mean, we lightly brought up, like, do you miss your family?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I don't know. What did you say? A week in Chicago and a week in Ohio?
Yeah, he drives back and he does cardio on the drive home for 45 minutes on the step mill, which I can barely do.
That's incredible, this guy. Yeah. It's like, and that's the joke, like, with people, you know, here in Kentucky and just people online. It's like, you know, I don't have abs. I don't. There might be they might be blurry sometimes where I'm like, yeah, they're in.
Yeah, I got abs, 270 abs. Yeah.
But if the way to get them is to do what he does.
Yeah, which is never fuck around ever.
Yeah, I got that impression. He is just no bullshit.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Awesome interview, guys. It's let's help me out. You're better at this than I am. Let's thank some sponsors. We got some new ones. We've got
you obviously the regulars. So you do what you got to do, and I'll fill in the gaps.
Beautiful. True Nutrition, guys. I know some of you like them, some of you don't, but Taylor and I like them. They've always been good to me. 10 years I've been using True Nutrition. Use the discount code PROJECTBB for 5 to 10% off. I am Mutant. Visit mutant.com. It's our buddy Big Ron Partlow, who, if you didn't see his appearance with Taylor and Scott and Skip on PED Radio, it was a great interview. I enjoyed it. You guys taking jabs at me, I didn't really like that very much, but
Skip was he's having a heyday over there.
That's pretty funny. I'm doing cardio 25 minutes right now, post workout, laughing. I'm that asshole laughing doing cardio. Evolution Peptides. Use discount code PRO40 for 40% off. Taylor, give me some.
Apex Peptides?
Yeah, it's a good one.
APT Pro Lifting Gear?
Discount code PBB for 10% off. If you guys don't know about APT Pro Lifting Gear, they have all your lifting equipment, from wraps and knee sleeves and weightlifting shoes and belts and anything you throw in your gym bag, they got. Great new company, huge sponsor of the site, so check them out.
Rise from the fall, clothes.
Always wanted a clothing company on Project Bodybuilding. They're not douchey, so they're with us.
I would gladly wear their clothes if they send them to me for free.
I will talk to Brandon and Jillian and see if I can get you some.
And Blackstone Labs is on there too, as always. Blackstone,
our longest supporter, been with them for several years, and great company and bringing out some new stuff. I have yet to try their chosen one yet, but Aaron promised he was going to send me some in the mail, so I'll have to get on that.
Perfect. Done.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. We're changing the format of the show. Inside Bodybuilding, we're going to release them one at a time as they come in. So we're recording this on, a Tuesday night, Taylor?
Yeah, Wednesday morning. Boo.
Going to be out Wednesday. So that's it for you guys. For Taylor Normando, I am Matt Meinrod. You guys listen to Inside Bodybuilding with Marc Lobliner. We're out of here.